So I think it's so important to have an open mind, while not compromising the vision. And that's something I want to keep a note of, is even though like that knock on the door, like I was quick to say, yeah, don't do it. It's not to compromise the vision. It's to actually enhance it. It's to make it as believable as possible. Because I knew I'm not Nigerian, but at the same time, I have immigrant parents and I come from that class of people, right? So it's like, I know what it's like, that, especially my mom. If I lock that door, they ain't asking for permission, especially if I
No.
stormed out like that, right? Or they're really pissed off
Well,
at me.
I grew around a lot of Italian kids, right? A lot of
Yeah,
them.
yeah. I
So
remember you
when I was
telling me this.
younger,
Yeah.
and their parents did not play around. Like
Yeah.
I told you that story about all the Italian guys I knew. I was always wondering why they were so tough. It's because they got licks at home, and I used to see it. Like their parents did not play. They were old school Sicilian or
Yeah.
old school Calabria. There was no, oh, this and that. There was no deviation of bullshit in their house.
You're
Like
grounded.
you're
My parents didn't ground me. It was
you're
more
gonna get
like the wrath of God. Yeah. Yeah.
you're gonna get that. They don't play. And so when I was doing that scene, I said, my father would not. This is his house. This is his domain.
Yeah.
This is his kingdom. He's not
I
gonna
remember this.
ask you permission to go into his own bathroom. That's why he's there. He tries to open the door. He goes, Sammy, open the door.
Yeah.
Because he's telling you, open the door. Like
Yeah.
this is my
Don't play
place.
me. Yeah.
I have something to say to you,
Yeah.
right? I'm
Yeah.
not gonna ask you to open the door. I'm not gonna ask you, may I open the door? It's like open the door. It's an order, right? So we
It's
had
in
to
the
change that
context of
line
the
because
scene
I
too,
know
because
from experience,
yeah, but it's in
right?
the context of the scene because like he also just finished being fuming with, he's irritated with his own son, right? So I doubt it's not like,
And his
his son
wife.
did something nice for him and then he walked away and went to the bathroom, right? He's pissed off at him, and it's like, I doubt in the next action, or in the next piece of dialogue he's going to be like, open the door. It's like, no, like you're going to be in the moment, you're going to be in the mood. So a lot of interesting things. And not for anything, right? You're used to seeing this. I'm sure there's some takes that we didn't use in the final cut, because again, creativity is a risk, right? We just take different interpretations of different ways the character can be portrayed, right?
Absolutely.
And we have to see how it fits best. But in terms of like, oh, that's why I always tell you, and I think you remember this, right? When I first met you, I said, I'm gonna make you interpret the role how you interpret it. I'm gonna chime in and tell you how I see it, but feel free to like be honest with me and tell me like what works and what doesn't. And you're like, yeah, I respect that. Don't worry about it. And I really commend you on like being professional, right? Again, you've had a lot of tenure, like you've been around in the industry, but it was just so refreshing to have, like, because I'll be honest, I was a bit nervous myself, right? Because I said, oh, is he gonna like pick me out? And we kind of like understood each other and where we were coming from.